Hello everyone, in this video we are tackling problem 672 bulb switcher part 2. The problem statement is to identify all possible unique statuses on the bulbs after pressing the 4 buttons in different combinations. Each of these buttons will flip the status of the bulbs based on a different set of rules. In example number 1, the total number of bulbs is 1 and we can press only one button. So with that input, there are only two possible states that the button can be in, starting with on and later on it can be turned to off. The problem statement is very easy and straightforward to understand, but coming up with an efficient solution is slightly tricky. So let's switch to whiteboard and discuss the solution. The first approach that I can think of to solve these kind of problem is to use backtracking. As each of the 4 buttons does a different operation, we'll try all possible combinations, capture each states upon pressing that particular button, and save it in some collection as long as it's unique. After we have iterated through all possible combinations, we'll return the size of the collection as the output. Let's do a quick try run with 3 bulbs given to us and we can press 2 buttons. This first button flips all of the flags or all of the bulbs. Pressing that button will change all of the bulbs to false or off. As the second button only flips bulbs at even position, bulb B status will change. The third button handles odd bulbs, so A and C status will change to false or off. Button number 4 uses the formula 3k plus 1, where k will be the value starting with 0 all the way till n. So with this input, it will only turn off bulb number A. The same operations will be repeated, but it will be applied on the updated statuses. With this solution, the time complexity will be O of 4 raised to m, where m is the number of buttons that we can press. It is given that the time complexity will increase exponentially as the size of m increases. Now let's discuss how we can come up with an optimized solution. The first step to solving these kind of problems is to identify patterns and combinations. Let's resume the same example that we went through earlier with backtracking. If you pay close attention, the result of pressing button number 1 is same as pressing button 2 and 3 one after another. Button 1 is flipping all bulbs while 2 and 3 are flipping even and odds one at a time. Another pattern is with the number of bulbs. If we have bulbs greater than 3 or equals to 3, the total number of unique states will stay the same. The statuses will keep on repeating or the pattern will repeat, making them non-unique. So the constraint of n is equal to 1000 given in the problem statement doesn't matter because the pattern is repeating. This means that we only need to figure out the solution for all combinations started with bulb is equals to 1 all the way to 3. Based on the rules that we have identified, let's come up with a cheat sheet. Starting with n is equal to 1 and press is equals to 1. There could only be 2 states, on and off. Even if we have one more button that we can press, the output will still be 2, as pressing the same button twice will undo the operation. So it will not change a lot in terms of the output. If n is equal to 2 and press is equals to 1, it means we can get a total of 3 possible combinations. And if press is anything greater than 1, that will give us the max combination of 4. And the last case is for 3 or greater than 3. If press is equals to 1, then we can have a total of 4 combinations or statuses. This is because we can use the 4th button, which will give us a unique output, unlike the previous scenarios we went through. If we increase the presses to 2, then we can get a total of 7 combinations. Anything greater than that will yield us a total of 8 combinations. It doesn't matter how big the value is, the output will never be greater than 8. So this is the cheat sheet that we will be using to solve this problem efficiently. The time complexity of this solution is O of 1, that is constant time, as we are only using if-else conditions based on the number of elements, bulbs and the buttons that we can press to return the output. While the space complexity is also O of 1, as we are not using any additional memory. Let's review its implementation in Python. In the Python implementation, I start by checking if press is equal to 0. If I can't press any button, then output will always be 1. The next step is based on the number of bulbs. If it is 1, then the maximum combination I can get is 2. irrespective of the number of buttons I can press. If the number of bulbs is equal to 2 and number of presses allowed is 1, then the output will be 3 or else it will be 4. The next check is for covering the scenarios where n or the number of bulbs is equal to or greater than 3. In that case, if presses is equal to 1, the total combination will be 4. If I can press 2 buttons, then the output should be 7 or else output will be 8. This code when submitted on LeetCode beats 100% of the submissions in terms of runtime and 91% in terms of memory. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you are able to understand the explanation. The details to access the source code is available in the description below. Feel free to check that out and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.